Hi, so today is a gratitude card and it says finding a friend on the same wavelength is one of life's truly beautiful gifts. Now, the thing is that many of us have spent our lives not being able to talk about the gifts that we have, the connections to spirit, the connections to the angelic realm, the connection to the earth, nature spirits, and the list goes on. So when you actually find what people are calling your tribe or your friend or your group that really, really helps and resonates with you, it is a blessing. So let's see what they're going to say today. Yes, many, many people are now looking and searching for their group. They're searching for their soul group. They're searching for the people who understand what they're going through. And as this energy continues to cascade down onto the earth, we will say, rather than, as some say, bombard, we ask that you help others, see others the way that you were when you first started off on this journey, help others to find their way. Because many of you who are further along this journey than others, we know are not having much patience with the new people, shall we call them. But what you have to understand is that many of these new people are light workers who are remembering who they are. They're awakening to who they are, and they need the way showers, the people who have gone before, to help them to speed up and get ahead on their path. You are here when they encounter you to help them to find the information they need, take them through the energy connections that they need, to help them to find processes and meditations and 101 other things so that they can move into their magnificence as a light worker. Other beings are those who are awakening, who want to move into the fifth dimension. And so again, you are here to help them. And if they are not understanding what you are saying, then you need to up your game, we would say, so that you can bring your level of understanding down to theirs. Because many people at this time do not understand the big terms, they do not understand the metaphysics, they do not understand the occult knowledge speak. So we ask you to make it very simple. When you're explaining energy, explain to the person. Some may be scientific, so explain it to them in a scientific way. Others, it may be that they do not understand how energy moves in a human body, so explain it to them in a simple way. Be it as if they are cars moving around a motorway or that they are waves in an ocean. There are ways you can explain to someone so that they understand. And this is what your task is. If you have not already found your own soul group, it will be indicated to you, and we ask that you discern with your heart energy who these people are, because there are those amongst some of these soul groups who really shouldn't be in that soul group, they should be somewhere else. But because of their ego, they believe that they should be in the soul group that they are. And so some people who have infiltrated certain soul groups are required to be shifted onto other platforms, shall we say, and that is in process. But we wish for you to start to welcome new members to your soul group, new members who, because they are part of your soul group, you may not have seen for a very long time because they have been off experiencing the world and now they wish to raise themselves to a different level. And you, as the way shower for your soul group, need to help them to catch up with what everybody else has been doing. And this is the thing, when people are on a certain process, when they pass over, we will say, then some parts of the soul group are less experienced because they have had to go through reflection. And these other incarnating soul members are now coming into that understanding. And again, you are there to help them to speed up their process so that they can start to match the soul group that they are a part of. And this is how you must recognize them. You must recognize them as in, we wouldn't say infant members, we would say inexperienced members, so that they can then move into more experience as you guide them, as you mentor them, as you help them. And what you must remember is, as a soul group, you are pieces of your higher self. And so your higher self wants you all to start to work together so that you can return to it with all that wonderful information, and that it can then pass that on to the Akashic records as a whole piece of information. And there are many threads and experiences as part of this process, but we would say the simplest one is you need to help all parts of your soul group to achieve the same level so that then they can blend with your higher self and you can move to the next level. So you are helping yourself by helping the other members of your soul group. So remember that. And when there are others who are not part of your soul group who need your help as well, remember to do it helpfully and joyfully, because again, you are helping the whole of humanity, you are helping the whole of those parts of the divine that need to move forward into these different experiences so that they too can raise their vibration and be integrated back into their higher selves when they return to the afterlife. Many of you may not have experienced this or do not know about this, but there is this process that the ultimate goal is to return back to the divine source. So then it will start again and it will experience the world in a different way. So there is always change and movement and renewal. So we will leave you there, but remember, be grateful for finding true friends who understand what you are talking about and you can share safely and supported what you are doing. We'll say goodbye. So help each other. Make sure that you see the other the way that you were when you first started out, because many people do forget that. The higher their energy goes, the more experienced they become, and the more they let go of certain things, you forget the struggle. So try on some level, through your heart energy, to remember the struggle and help others in their struggle and their learning and their experience. Bye for now.